Everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to Bozmos2, where we are playing Chaco. It has turned 33. Alright, got a fair amount of stuff going on here between random battles and the arena, so this is probably going to take a little while to get through, but let's go ahead and jump into it. So, we've got a messenger from Ind. What I do want to say is that I hope this ends quick. This is embarrassing. If it's embarrassing, I'm gonna say this. If it's embarrassing for you, it must be humiliating for me, because I am absolutely playing horribly. It's funny, like, I kind of enjoy these big games because you get to see so many different skill levels, right? You get to see a scenario of, like, and it's not even just skill levels, but you get to see different skill levels, different mastery levels, different levels of strategic intellect, right? And also different levels of luck, right? You take a scenario of, like, the Lucid thing's pretty hot right now. So you take a scenario of, like, Lucid being at 100-ish provinces at this point in the game already, right? Part of that is a mastery and an understanding of the game, right? Part of that is a strategic intelligence to push himself, right? And part of it's just an opportunity, a luck, right? The right mix of events and situations that allow him this open path, and, you know, and little resistance. So you get into the scenario of, like, you can take an incredibly skilled player and put them in a nasty situation, and it's fun to watch how that, you know, resolves. Or you can put a really bad player into an incredibly fortuitous situation and watch how it resolves. And sometimes you can have that scenario where an incredibly good player is in a horrible situation, and because they're an incredibly good player, they are able to resolve it and come out on top. Whereas you can have a really bad player in a great situation, and they're a bad player, so it just still comes out kind of meh, right? But there's also all these different variations in between. You'll see a really bad player get a lucky break and learn a lot of things, or just get a good opportunity, and then they just blow people out of the water. And you'll see pros make stupid mistakes every once in a while. So it's cool to see that. You'll see all of that type of stuff on, you know, a game with 9 to 12 people in it. But there's only 9 to 12 people in it, so you're gonna see it significantly less. So it's just interesting to see these big games. Watching the chat, I'm not super active in the chat, just because, you know, I don't have a lot of time to constantly keep up on the messages, etc., etc. But it's still fun watching the chat and seeing everything that's happening with everyone and all the different discussions. That was me going off on a little tangent. I don't think you have any reason to be embarrassed. Anyways, moving on. We have completed Thaumaturgy 3, on our way up Enchantment 3 now. Nobody likes Yis, so Lemuria has claimed the Throne of Autumn. Check that out real quick. Throne of Autumn. Because I'm going to forget. Spreads Dominion 1. Dominion gets Death +1. Yeah. Produces a Earth Gem and gets you the Mage of Autumn. That's an interesting mage. Not a crazy good crosspath, but there's some things that you can do there. That's interesting. And I will say this: I don't think Lemuria tends to get a whole lot of death, or not death, earth. So I could absolutely be wrong on that, though. Who knows? All right, what do we got? We have cast Summon Bears. We've cast Summon Ant Warriors. We'll take a look at those here in a second, because we're going to talk about them more. And then we've got a whole shit ton of battles. Let's watch them. So we've got Lemuria attacking Finiscandia. Alright, little amount of PD versus or not PD, a little amount of undead versus a very small amount of PD. Guys, dust to dusting. But he just can't do enough. Just not enough. Killed a couple people, but couldn't finish it off. We attacked into Scraw Point. This is with our god, who is up against some undead. This should be easy peasy. Zone forward, smackalaka. I love now that he has so many attacks with the stone bird. Because he makes the attack animation for every single one of them, so his paw just goes which is kind of fun, you know? Alright, okay. We get attacked in Dardania. Alright, this is a cluster of Gog Reavers versus just some PD, not much that we are going to be able to do there. Did we get anybody? We got nobody. We are attacked in Kaban. Alright, so this looks like this is the bulk of his army. And there's nothing our PD is going to be able to do here. Lucky if we get anything. I would assume we did not. Oh, we got some stuff. Probably, actually, yeah, we didn't get anything. But he accidentally got some things. So that's fair. Lost some Piconia soldiers. Lost a Gog Reaver. Lost a Bone Fiend. Cool. Marverni has attacked Lemuria in I don't know if this is an attack. Or if this is just a... you know, Marverni or Lemuria, like, handing Marverni over. Or over to Lemuria. Or fuck. I don't know if this is an attack or if this is Lemuria handing over to Marverni. Leaf. He's got the pigs. He's got the enlarged piggies. Oh my goodness. Do they have anything else? Like... Looks like the answer to that question is no. They're just enlarged piggies. That's 50 billion Sequani Stargazers, though. Tell you that. Holy shit. That's a whole bunch of Sequani Stargazers. Okay. It's 50... Holy shit. A lot of Stargazers. We witness a battle in Nam. Basia attacking into Nam. Massive line of Colossi light infantry versus just a very weak throne. Okay, we've got some lightning bolts coming out. Also using some Gigantes. But mostly just, you know, using the muscle of the Colossi light infantry. See how bad. Yeah, only got two losses. Not bad. We attacked into Trobon. Alright, this is a Wuya. Up against a bunch of undead. This should not be any real issue. Very easy kills. Up to +2. No, just +1. We gotta hit 50. We'll hit 50 off. Cool. We attacked into Midria with our Raptors. This is a whole lot of whatever. Yep. Exactly what we expected. Cool. Lost another 6 Raptors. Yeah, the attrition with them is pretty high. We fight in Domen. Ah, okay. So this is up against the Atlanteans. The Katsina. hold down. Ooh, we get a lot of the Atlantean infantry out here, but they rout, fortunately. Still, I'm assuming we're going to have lost some of the Chacoans. Let's see. Yeah, we lost 8 elite warriors. Man, they are not good. We attack into a Miradon. This is Among Katsina. So let's see how Among Katsina does after going through a whole script. Iron Skin, Temper Armor, Personal Regeneration. Okay, so he has... Oh, is he on cast? My bad. He has 32 protection, which is just fine. 20% regeneration. He's fairly fatigued, and he's not fatigue neutral, so that is a problem. Especially as he continues to cast. He's got the Halberd of Might. Does chunky damage. Really, this comes down to just entangling everything. Okay. Pretty easy. Another battle between Lemuria and Finiscandia. Right, this is Lemuria cracking a fort, and there's barely anything here. Knights are just gonna rush in and do the thing that they need to do. Very easy. Okay, lost a couple, whatever. Actually lost 2 Knights of the Unholy Sepulchre, but whatever. Unexpected event in Ypres. Dead rise from their graves. Annoying. We got 8 Earth Gems in Treban. Nice. But then we lost the tax income and gained unrest in Treban. Not nice. Worldwide event has occurred. The Silver Sarcophagus has opened. So now there are random decayed units, or diseased units, rather. And there's a worldwide arena. So let's watch the arena. Fun. See what we're up against. Erythia attacking Makone. So Erythia has sent Bacon Knight, the Hog Knight, versus Achilles, the Polemarch, rocking a lead shield, black steel helmet, chainmail of displacement, boots of giant strength, ring of regeneration. Does the Hog? Nope. Nope. Baratos attacking Nabab. Baratos sends in a Baratian priest. Nabab sends in a Jan Emir. Base of Eruption, Mind Shield, Black Steel Plates, Ring of the Victor. What? Victor. Ooh, nice. Gotcha. Gotcha. You know, I actually do think a Wuya could win one of these, but we'd have to be prepped and ready. I was not this time around. I'd also want I want to have a Wuya to throw away, and I don't feel like I have a Wuya to throw away. So Naba versus Makone. All right, well, we're knocking out strong contenders early on. See how this goes. Makone wins. Those freaking Polemarchs, man. Tough shit. Basia attacking Midgard. Donnie Petrusinski, arena rep. Okay. So basically a naked Polemarch versus a naked Van here. Yeah. Just gonna take 1 hit. Ooh. Ooh. Chipping him up. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Atlantis versus Makone. Old Atlantis. Ah. The Basalt kings are making a show, huh? Okay, see how it goes. Yeah, that did not work out, unfortunately. All right, Makone wins. We've got Alanka versus a New Ulm. Lanka has a Raksharaja over here with a main gauche of parrying, Ice Aegis, a Mirage suit. That's a pretty cool one. Pretty cool one. Fire mirror. That's packing a lot of shit. I'm just saying. It's okay armor with a mirror shield +5 resistance and a fire shield built into it. That's a fuck ton. That's a fuck ton. This guy has Gloves of the Gladiator. Nice. Punching real strong. Okay. Hop. Hop. Ooh, popped it. Didn't matter. Another Lanka. This is versus Middle Ermor. Versus the Burgermeister. The Prophet. Just a censor. Alright, done and done. Makone attacking Krieg. Oh shit, are we gonna get an... Oh, we got a fucking Ifrit over here. Going ham. Oh, he's trying to repel people. Got a Ring of the Warrior on. Got a Shadow Helm. Gives a retinue of a shadow. That sting. Finished. Cool. Oof. He almost got that, actually. That was very close. That was very close. Finiscandia sent in a Wapus. Okay, we're just gonna ignore that. He died. Basia versus Makone. Holomark. And I think these are just called Gigantes. But he only has 8 HP left. Achilles the Polemarch has quite a bit left. Unfortunate. Dead. Makone versus Lanka. Oh god, a 20 right off the bat. No! Don't play! Unfortunate. Makone wins. I hate it when this happens, by the way. This always feels super cheap to me when there are people that are fighting multiple people that fight multiple times throughout the arena, and then the person who faces off, one of the two people that face off at the end, hasn't fought at all. They just lucked out and made it to the very end. Although I say that, did this guy win the last one? Is that why he's automatically like the champion? I thought a Polemarch won the last one. I thought this guy was actually the guy who won the last one. All right, let's see what's going on. He's got a Doomglaive, which hits like a truck. Copper plate and rabbit foot charm. Okay. Feeble, no, sorry. Just took half his HP. But so did Achilles. Oof. Wait, how did he... missed. Hit for 20. What happened to his twist fate? Does that not work? He has a rabbit foot charm. Negate an attack that should otherwise. Yeah, it's supposed to, like, the first attack that would hurt you. But that didn't look like that worked. I don't know what the fuck's up with that. Mostly routed. He's stunned. Oh, he got stunned by the copper plate. Nice. And now he's dead. This is why, I mean, Mr. Freeze, the Jotun Jarl, definitely had a chance to win this from the very beginning, right? But I'm somewhat salty about the fact that Mr. Freeze fought one battle, whereas that Achilles fought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 battles. It's kind of like maybe Mr. Freeze could have gone up against some of the other ones. Maybe. Regardless, though, Mr. Freeze, the Jotun Jarl, has won the arena deathmatch in the name of Herald of the Final Winter, God of Nibelheim, and has gotten the Forbidden Light as a prize. That's pretty dope, actually. That's pretty cool. We also witnessed a couple other battles. We're just going to skip through these real quick. These are undeads. No. This was an independence. Put the hurt on some gulams. It's kind of cool. These are undeads. Undeads attacking in Prisia, and then undeads attacking in Troia. Cool. Alright, we're done with this. What are we doing this turn? Okay, so here's the shtick. Ind has moved forward to attack into Kiban and Dardania. Split off a few forces to attack into Dardania. We know from here, in their battle in Kiban, they have about 312 units. I guess 306 units now. And then over in Dardania, they have 18 units. So, they are threatening my capital. And this turn, I'm gonna let them. You may notice that Spacia has attacked Ashington. There's not a great amount of resistance there in Ashington. There's not a great amount of resistance in most places. Ind has a whole bunch of wolves here and some Gog Reavers, but I don't think enough to really defend himself there. We destroyed the army in the north. I actually want to head back this way, but remembered I wanted to adjust the scout. We want to go see if we were going to go watch the battle in Finiscandia. Atlantis may or may not be coming in shortly. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Actually, I don't know. At this point, I'm not sure if I want them to come in or not, because our piece of the pie is going to get smaller and smaller, especially since we're the ones having to deal with the actual fucking Ind army. I say deal with the Ind army like it's a foregone conclusion. It's not, by the way. He could absolutely kill the shit out of us, and very well might. Which would really suck. So, what's going on? With him threatening the capital, we are going to be moving our god back to the capital. We're also going to be moving in Mong 4, which we just got in Zaburia, for the purpose of being able to summon more units. We're going to continue to summon bears and ant warriors. We can take a look at them real quick. So we've got bears. Bears are 44 HP, meh protection, size 4, really bad magic resistance. Anti-magic will help this. They are sacred, however, so when we bless them, they're going to get hard skin. Not hard skin, I say that every time. Tempered flesh. So they'll take half damage from, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, that whole thing. And they are going to get regeneration. They'll regenerate a fair chunk. Very good. And they're going to get +4 attack skill, which will boost their attack up to 15, which is pretty respectable. Their strength is such that they hit relatively hard, but they only have a single claw, so not great attack density. Actually, about as bad as you can get as far as attack density goes. But they're very meaty. They're kind of a bat wall of flesh. Meat shields! Yay. So there's that. We've got the Ant Warriors. We've looked at these last turn. These guys are pretty cool, etc. Both the spear variants and the sword variants. We're going to continue to summon bears and summon Ant Warriors. If you take a look, we've got 270 units here, right? He outnumbers me. However, if he decides to move on to Chaco, he shouldn't be able... He has a lot of units, but he doesn't actually have a lot of siege strength with his units. We don't have a crazy amount of siege defense, but our units are okay as far as that goes. So, let me take a look at his stuff real quick. So he's mostly Mirror Guard, right? They've got 11 strength, so they're 1.2 siege strength. So he should have, with his 160, he should have over 300. So I guess technically he actually has a whole bunch. But we should be able to shave off a fair amount of that. I don't think he'll be able to pop our fort in a single turn with this army. If he does, then that's gonna really suck. Fingers crossed that that is not the case. We're continuing to recruit here. We're going to continue to summon here. If he does attack us, then if he takes 2 or 3 turns to kind of break our fort down, then a couple of turns of bears and a couple of turns of ants could give us the equalization that we need in order to actually do stuff. Also, we could try to relieve our capital with another army. I don't really think that we have enough forces to do anything, though. So, for example, we have a decent-sized force over here in High Peaks, but I don't think that's going to be capable of getting to Chaco in the correct amount of time, partially because it's fucking winter. And my god, these mountains suck to cross. So there's that. So we're honestly, what we're doing is crossing our fingers and hoping that either he doesn't come for our capital, he moves elsewhere. He could head up into Kingdom of Dara, and that would really suck. Like if he tried to go up towards Ablak, that would really, really not be good. But it is what it is, right? If he comes for our capital, it's kind of in his hands. He has the stronger force in the field. We could potentially win a fight straight up with the force that we have at our capital, but I'm not confident about it. He's got better magic. It is what it is. So. That being said, right? Again, we go back to that other scenario of we just finished Thaumaturgy. So we have Iron Will now, right? I would be potentially willing, right? Like, to throw out a... Yeah. I would be potentially willing to throw a Wuya like this into that army. If I started with Iron Will, then my Bless and Iron Skin, I could see... So the issue here is actually going to be lack of reinvigoration, I think. It's the biggest freaking problem. we have Boots of the Messenger, so we could put these on. Right, so that's Reinvig 3, and then if we do Summon Earth Power, it's still not quite enough. Maybe the Severe Cold's gonna go away, hopefully. Because this is cold 3, this is cold 3, yeah. So maybe it wouldn't be Severe Cold in the next turn. He couldn't get here. Really? Oh, he can't get there because he's got units. Of course. Get there. Okay, so we're not gonna do that, obviously, but the idea that what I'm saying is I would entertain the concept of throwing a stacked Wuya at this army. Like, if it's a matter of where things play, right? If he has no flyers in this big army, right? The Bone Fiends don't fly. He has no... His people, from what I've seen, are not on, like, advance and cast spells. He's letting them stay back because they're soul slaying, right? But if I've got 30 magic resistance, the likelihood of him soul slaying, it's still possible. Still definitely possible. Dear Lord Jesus, I'm gonna be so mad when it happens. But whatever, if it happens, it happens, right? But, right, the likelihood is that it's not gonna happen. So, there's this possibility that if we were to launch a Wuya against his big army, the Wuya could actually rout the army by basically just outlasting them. With very high protection, because even with this stuff, right, the Wuya can get up to probably 30-ish plus protection. We would need to do... Iron Will, Bless, Iron Skin, Summon Earth Power, and then it's kind of whatever at that point. Either Temper Armor or Personal Regeneration, or maybe even to not have to worry about the encumbrance, the fatigue. Maybe even do something like Prayer of Earth, but I don't know if that stacks. Possible though. And again, we're not gonna repel as much as we would want to because we don't have our attack boost, but death power +1. We really only have one growth here. Holy shit. I guess death is, oof, that's bad for us. Death is increased in the whole world because of the freaking the silver sarcophagus. Yeah, worldwide death +2. That's oof. So that's good to know that even with -2 here, he's still sitting at decent attack. And he would have +4 on top of this, so he would have +4 for... He'd have 19 for his Firebrand, and he'd have 16 for his Stonebird. He should have 8. He should have 22, because I should be using something besides a Lodestone now. But, alright, anyways. So, that's just an idea that we're entertaining, right? The concept that, he could hit our throne, trying to kind of like go for the kill, right? And then we could toss a Wuya at him, and that Wuya could potentially break his whole force. Who knows? But yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, other news, we are raiding with the Raptors. We are spending the base amount to try to re-get them, because I think they have probably 2 more locations in them. But if they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. Whatever. We are moving Wuya 4 onto the Verdant Steppe. We're just going to kind of like dance around and try to do damage in the background here, right? Have changed up the scripting. Iron Will, Blessing, Iron Skin, Summon Earth Power, Flying Shield for this Wuya. Over here, just continuing to recruit. Over here, just continuing to recruit. Same here, continuing to recruit. Sending Mong 5 up to Ablak with the kind of concept of if I need to make bears, I can make bears. You know what? I should actually be sending him to... Can I get him there? I can. So we'll send him to Chaco. Because we don't need bears in Ablak right now. But we do need bodies, and that's why Wuya 8 is heading back that direction. Continuing to recruit in Zaburia, continuing to recruit in Northia, continuing to recruit in Assad, continuing to recruit in Hesperia. We're sending Mong 1 back over to Assad. I wanted to try to get up to Chaco this turn, but I couldn't. So we're going to the next best thing, which is Assad. So primarily so that we can drop off this gear. Then we are continuing to recruit in Vongar. We've got some forging here going on as well, a crown of lead and a stone bird. And that is pretty much it. So trying to continue to pad out the amount of magic resistance gear that we have. In fact, I should probably be doing another lodestone. I could have one with that. Thank you. Another load. Okay. So, yeah, I think research-wise, we'll hit Enchantment 3 this turn. Like we've said, that doesn't really get us a whole lot of anything, but Enchantment 4 gets us a fair amount. The main thing being anti-magic. So, should be good. Alright, that's going to be it for the turn. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye, everybody.